Alrighty. What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here. We are live right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below. And hit the subscribe button down below. And subscribe to my other channels, which are down there, dude. Down in the description box. And as always, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share this video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that fucking bell and turn on all my notifications so you never ever, oh, baby, ever miss an upload. And that's all I gotta say about that. So like the video, dislike the video, do whatever the hell you want. I don't give a shit. But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. So, like the video, dislike the video, subscribe to my channels, and follow me on social media, share the video all over the internet, and don't forget to tap that bell. And that's pretty much that's it. Simple as that. Alrighty, on this pretty nice Tuesday afternoon, September the 14th, 2021. We're already at the midway point of September. So just got about a little over 3 months to go till the end of the year. And my birthday coming up in 3 months. So it is what it is. But if your birthday's today, well, crappy birthday to you. And that's all I got to say about that. Well, pretty nice day. Well, a little cooler than yesterday. Right now, as I'm looking at my my desktop, 75 degrees, and it's sunny outside. It says cloudy on my screen, but sun is out. Not a bad day. And that's all I got to say about that. Hope everybody's having a great day. And if not, well, too bad for you. I'm having a great day. That's all I gotta say. Pretty much, I gotta say about that. Thank you for the free view, asshole. But it is what it is. So, having a good day. Got some little bit of good news, but about the new journey I'm gonna be starting soon. It's just gonna take a little more time, and that's all I gotta pretty much gotta say about that. But the new journey will begin soon. That's all I gotta say about that. Not gonna go into it, but that's that. All right, so been a pretty good day, and it's right there in the afternoon on this Tuesday afternoon. All right, we got Nick in the chat as always. Nick Infante 1992. He says, "Hi, what's up, Nick? How you doing? Hope you're having a good day." And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, so we got the brand new NXT coming your way in a little over 3.5 hours. So that's gonna be interesting. So NXT 2.0, they're calling it now, coming your way at 8 p.m. on the USA Network from the brand new Capitol Wrestling Center. We got a new look, new stage, new everything. Maybe new fans, I don't know. But yeah, everything's gonna be new. It's a new era for NXT, the rebranded era. And got a lot of stuff on NXT tonight. Some big stuff on NXT. We're gonna crown a new NXT World Champion. It's gonna be either between Tommaso Ciampa, the Psycho Killer, Pete fucking Dunne, Kyle O'Reilly, or Eli Drake. And we'll see what happens with that. That's your main event tonight. Fatal 4 for the vacant NXT World Title. And we'll see who comes out of that with the belt. I'm hoping it's Pete Dunne or Kyle. I wouldn't be mad if it's, if it's not Kyle, then it's either going to be Pete Dunne. If it's not that. But I just don't think, I would love for Ciampa to get it for the third time, but, get Goldie back and everything, just for, him and Thatcher's purpose, so they can continue their feud with Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland. That would be, Ciampa and Dunne can go at it, one-on-one for the belt. But we'll see what happens with that. I don't see Eli winning the belt. I'll be humongously shocked if they give LA Knight, Eli Drake the belt tonight. I would be shocked, but I just don't see him winning the belt. But stranger things have happened in this wacky world of the WWE, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And now my all right, so we'll see what happens with that. We were supposed to have a NXT Women's Championship match tonight between Raquel Gonzalez and Taya Valkyrie, or Frankie Monet, whatever you want to call her. But that match was scrapped as of this morning, thanks to Vincent Kennedy McMahon. So, all right, now my computer is acting up, and now I can't see the comments. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, so Raquel Gonzalez and Frankie Monet, that match is off right now, though I don't know what's going to happen between those two, if they're going to maybe do it next week or they're going to do it in the future. I mean, we'll see what happens with them, if they're going to be on the show or not. Because there's basically only two things on the show tonight. Is the world title match and the wedding between Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis. So, and you know how that's going to end. In humongous chaos. Because as we all know, weddings in wrestling never go the way you want it to. Oh, absolutely. Every wedding has turned out to be chaos. Has ended in chaos. Except for one. And that was Uncle Earl and Bertha Faye way back when in the old WWF. So, and sadly, both of them are dead. But it is what it is. That's the only wedding in wrestling that has gone on without, any chaos happening, during the ceremony or after the ceremony, or even before the ceremony. Yeah, so get out your tuxedos and get out your Kleenex if you're gonna cry during this wedding. I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna laugh. But it is what it is. One of those storyline weddings. Even though Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth was a real life wedding back in '92, by the way. Just wanted to point that out. They were married, and then they kind of broke up, and then they did this storyline-ish wedding angle for SummerSlam '92. Match made in heaven, match made in hell thing in '92 at the Garden, which I was at, by the way. Yeah, so basically the second wedding of Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth, they were together for a couple months, and then they divorced, and then they didn't get back together. Well, not romantically, or not romantically, but they did get back together in WCW back in, I think it was '97 or '98. And yeah, that was that. And Elizabeth was with the Macho Man, yeah, for a little bit with the NWO, and then I think she was with Ric Flair at the time with that other person named Nancy Benoit for a little bit, and then after that she got with the murderer, as known as Lex Luger. So, because yes, Lex Luger murdered Miss Elizabeth. I just want to point that out. I just don't know why he did not go to jail. and why he couldn't, freaking. So I mean, at least he's on the phone with the freaking, the 911 officer, and like, I don't know what to do. Can you bring someone over? I don't know what to do. I mean, really, you can't freaking give her CPR. You can't at least try to save her life there, Lex. Fucking idiot. And now, I hate to say it, but karma came back to him. Now he looks like a vegetable right now, but it is what it is. Good wrestler, but the way I just and soon to be hopefully future Hall of Famer, but I just have no respect for him when regarding Miss Elizabeth. That's all I gotta say about that. That's it. All right. Enough about that. So that's NXT tonight, coming up in about 3.5 hours. Also got the Met game tonight. Mets and Cardinals, game 2 of their 3-game series at Citi Field. Mets got destroyed last night, 7-0. They couldn't really do anything against Adam Wainwright, and the Cardinals just whipped their ass. So the Mets lost. I think they lost a half game in the. They lost a half game in the division, so they're still 5.5 games out of the division with, as of tonight, 17 games to play. But in the wild card, I believe they're 3 or 3.5 now. I think they're 3.5 or 4 games out of the wild card, and they still got 3. They got 4 teams to catch. And right now, it's a pretty tight race for the second wild card, because I think the Padres lost last night to the Giants. I think they did. I gotta look that up. The Padres are fading. The Reds, who are off, they got the second wildcard lead with the Cardinals right now, and then they got I think if the Padres lost last night, then they're a half game back. And then got the Phillies, who I think are 2 or 2.5 games back, and then the Mets, who are about 3.5, 4 games back. So not over yet for the Mets. They're still mathematically in it, but like I said, got 2 weeks left. So let's go. But the way the Mets are right now, I don't think they have a shot. And if they do miraculously come back and win the wild card, guess who they faced in the wild card game? The Dodgers. They're going to get destroyed in LA. So probably if the Mets make the playoffs, it'll be one and done. So, but at least they make the playoffs, unlike the Yankees. But it is what it is. Even though the Yankees are a half game out of the second wild card right now, which Boston has right now. Toronto won last night against the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, so they upped their lead over Boston for the first wild card. But we'll see what happens. The Yankees play Otaku's Orioles this tonight in Baltimore, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then they go to Cleveland this weekend before coming home to finish their home season. And that's that. And like I said, the Mets got the Cardinals tonight. They got on Channel 11. Then they got tomorrow night from Citi Field. And you can see a little bit of my balls. Whatever. Yeah, they got that. And then they got the weekend series against the Phillies, which is going to be a huge series for the Mets. Huge. And then right after that, they go to they got Boston and then Milwaukee on the road to finish the not to finish the away season, but they got Boston on the road for 2 games next week. Then they fly to Milwaukee, which means the good land, next weekend. And then after that, they got the Marlins for 4 games, because they got a doubleheader on the 25th, I should say. And then after that, they that's their final home games for the season. And then they go to Atlanta to finish the season. Whether that's you know, a big series, or just to play out the season for pride. But we'll see. 17 games left. Not over yet, but you got to beat these teams. You have to get old. You have to jump over, especially the Cardinals and the Phillies, and hope after that those teams start fading and choking. Right now, the Padres are choking. The Reds are starting to choke a little bit. And the Phillies are not doing that great either. So, Mets could somehow sneak in, but we'll see. All right. All right. All right, let's get into some wrestling, and that's it. All right, so right now, right about 4:30 here in the Northeast on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon, I'm your host, Peter Gilmore, if you didn't know that by now. All right, so right now, it is time for your late and out-of-date Monday night. Oh, I'm sorry. Monday night Raw review for September the 13th, 2021 from Beantown, Boston, Massachusetts, at the TD Garden Arena. I think a certain bold Mr. Clean Bastard was there. Sadly, he did not get his ass kicked. But it is what it is. Next time he's there, just make sure you kick his ass. But that's all I gotta say about that. All right. Before we get that, let's continue our chat for that with Nick and everybody. All right. Nick says, in the words of The Rock, somebody's got a haircut. Yeah, got a haircut. Got a haircut last Thursday. So, because I had an interview coming up. Also shave the manly beard, but it's starting to come back. I think you can. I don't know if you can notice it, but it's starting to come back a little bit. So the beard is starting to come in a little bit full soon. So I mean, it's been since Thursday. No, actually I got it. I think Thursday or Friday I got it. So yeah, Friday I got it. So it's been Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's been 4 days since I got my haircut and my shave and a haircut. 2 bits. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys like it. And I wasn't forced to get a haircut like some douchebag from Philly thinks he forced me. He's like, go get a haircut. You look like a bum. Fuck you there, Nick Ers. You coward. Just stay in your shithole in Philly, because Philly sucks. I think that's Rosa talking. I don't know. I'm hearing things. Ghosts. But it is what it is. But yeah, got a haircut. I hope you like it. Now I'm going to let it grow for the next couple months. I might get a trim on my before Christmas. So yeah, probably got one. I'm going to let it grow. But my hair grows a little short. Now I'm getting older. I'm 40. I'm going to be 45 soon. So probably won't have the rock star hair for for a while as I get older and everything. I'll probably be losing my hair. I'm kind of losing my hair on the top, but it is what it is. But it is what it is. I still look better than you. That's all I got to say about that. All right, it might be lagging a little bit, and I apologize for that. But it is what it is. All right, before we get into the review, I got one more comment from Nick. Nick says, I am not even going to watch the wedding tonight on NXT. I'm probably not going to watch it either, because I know how it's going to end. It's going to end with either Dexter or Indy crying. This is not going to. There is no way that this wedding is going to go off without without controversy. Because you know how all these people are trying to mess it up. For both of them, even though Johnny Gargano did not like it at first, now he's kind of friends with Dexter. But then again, he can turn on Dexter again, but we'll see. And then you got Candice, who at first did not like the whole thing with Indy trying to get with Dexter, and now we saw it last week with the bachelor party that her and Candice was spying on Dexter to see if he was unfaithful, but I mean, really wasn't, because they went to like go-karts. They really didn't show them like with strippers or anything. It was PG, can't show that. But then you never know. I mean, it could have been unaired footage that we're gonna maybe see tonight. That they went to a strip club and then Dexter got a lap dance or something like that. I don't know. Well, maybe Indy went to a strip club and got a lap dance of her own, if you know what I mean. So, but something's gonna happen. I just have a feeling that something's gonna happen, and the wedding is it's just gonna end in chaos. Like maybe Frankie Monet and the Robert Stone brand come out and they object to the wedding, and something happens. They have a fight, and they don't get married. They're not officially married. The whoever the preacher is, it's gonna be some extra. Not gonna be like William Regal or anybody like that. He doesn't say it's like, now I pronounce you man and wife, kiss the fucking bride. What they should do is go all Spaceballs and have that wedding. Have that guy from the wedding. Marriage. We are gathered here today to have a wedding between Princess Vespa and Prince whatever his name was. And he was like, yeah. And Princess Vespa like, well, I don't know. And then, like, they have Lone Star come in, Some guy's like, it's like, no, she doesn't. Who are you? I'm Prince Lone Star. Prince? Yeah, that's what the necklace says. I'm a goddamn prince. Will you marry me? Well, let me think about it. Yes, I will marry you. It's like, I can't take this. I'm gonna marry somebody today. Who are you? I'm the best man. What's your name? Barf. Your full name. Bartholomew. You got Spaceballs. A classic movie. Well, excuse me, princess. Wait, that's from Link. That's not from Spaceballs. That's from the Adventures of Link, the cartoon. Yeah, remember when they had remember the Super Mario Brothers Super Show with Captain New Albano, and I forgot the other guy's name, but I think he's dead. Both of them are dead, I think. But yeah, they had the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, which they had like Sergeant Slaughter, Puke, and they had Roddy Piper on the show. I was like, is this 1985? What year is this? And it came out in the 90s, I think. And then they would have they have the regular show, Dandy Wells. That was it. Thank you. They had that, and then they go to the cartoon where it'd be they had a Super Mario Brothers cartoon, which was basically based off of Mario 2, and then it went further to Super Mario 3 with the leaf and they turned into the squirrel, whatever into not Raccoon. I was thinking of Raccoon. No, basically it was based off of Super Mario Brothers 2 and 3. Well, later, the later seasons was Super Mario 3, and then it would go into the Adventures of Link, which was kind of cool. And then they had Mega Man. I was like, they're playing everything. I'm like, what's next? Let's get Mike Tyson's Punch Out in there. Yeah. Yeah, Nick remembers it, you know. Nick remembers it. If I can get the comment up. That's what she said. Captain New Albano. A great man. Yeah, and Danny Wells played Luigi. It was just them. And then they would have like random guests on the show, like Sergeant Slaughter. They had one episode. They had Rowdy Piper one episode. Yeah, it was a great show. Show aired in 1989. It was back in my childhood when I was like 13 years old. 12, 13 years old. I remember that show. That's when I actually got, you know, the Nintendo. I think I got the Nintendo was like 87, 88, I think. I don't actually remember what year I got the Nintendo, but you know, got the Nintendo 16-bit before the Super Nintendo came out a couple years later. Yeah, but I got a lot of games for the Nintendo. I still have the Nintendo, but it's kind of broken, but I still have it. Most of the games I have most of the games in somewhat good condition, except for Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, which the back is all shattered. Remember when you put it in the freaking cartridge and you push it down and it wouldn't start, and then you have to take it out? That was annoying. That was annoying. Taking the cartridge out and blowing in the cartridge, or putting it, you know, or doing whatever you can to make the game work. Kind of like the same thing with the PlayStation 1 at the time. Because most of the games, you know, sometimes, you know, the games wouldn't work. They would just stop. You're playing the game, you're like right near the end, and like it freezes. Or it, you know, when you save it, when you play it again, what happened with me, I would play Final Fantasy 9. I'm basically near the end of the game. I'm trying to start start again, start from where I left off, and the game says data is corrupted. I'm like, what? So I had to start all over again, which pissed me off. But I'm smart. I made not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 save states on the on the PlayStation 2 memory card. And it still did, data corrupt, but most of the time I would get a good save state. So then I play the game. That's it. But I hated the Nintendo. Great games, but like I said, you put the cartridge in, start it up, you wait for the game to start, nothing. Or it's pixelated. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? These damn Japan games. Then you take the cartridge out, that was really annoying. And I'm trying to get it in. I'm like, fuck this. Smash the freaking cartridge on my freaking bed or on a freaking floor, and half the freaking cartridge goes. I'm like, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. And the game still worked. But yeah, some good games. Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Castlevania, Super Mario 1, Super Mario 2, Super Mario 3. All in the 16-bit. Back to the Future. Yeah, they had a Back to the Future game, which was awesome. What else did I have? Mike Tyson's Punch Out. The original Punch Out. Not that one, but Punch Out 1, then Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Some good shit. Metroid. What was that game called? Contra. Good stuff. But let's not talk about freaking Nintendo. We'll talk about that for days. Okay. Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3, Raccoon Mario. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Raccoon Mario, Mario as a frog, which is kind of stupid. Mario turns into a statue. Mario turns into a bear. With a, what's it called? Tiki Mario? Well, the Tuki Mario, which when he has the bear costume. Tanuki Mario. There you go. It was a good game because I didn't really like 2. 2 was garbage. The graphics looked like ugh. But when 3 came out, it would look pretty damn good. But yeah, but then most of the later games with the Super Mario series, Super Mario World was great. Super Mario 64 was okay-ish. Super Mario Galaxy was kind of Super Mario Sunshine. I mean, there's so many Super Mario games out. Even on the on the Game Boy and on the DS and the 3DS and now I think there's one on the there's a couple on the Switch and on Wii U as well. The one on the Wii U is pretty damn good, but the ones on the 3DS are kind of hard. But it is what it is. There was a show called Captain N, the Game Master. I don't remember that one. I think I kind of remember something like that. Here's a blast from the past Nick might know. Remember Video Power? The game show that used to come on like 6 o'clock in the morning on Channel 9? You remember that one, Nick. You have to remember that one. Video Power was a game show. But I think they answered questions and then like the end was they threw like a video store and they collect video games and you win. Something like that. I forgot how that show, the bonus round ended or whatever. But yeah, I guess actually that was you were born in 92. Okay. Oh, that's Video Power, right? 90 to 92. I think that was it. There was so many good stuff back in the late 80s, early 90s. No, they never reran the show. I think it was only on for a couple of years and then gone. It sucked. And then they had Funhouse. Remember Funhouse with J.D. Roth and the cheerleaders and everything? Back on Channel 11 in the afternoon. That was a good show. Nick Arcade. Oh, God. I hated the host. The host was like a weirdo. Nick Arcade. Legends of the Hidden Temple. That was a good show. That's probably one of the greatest Nickelodeon shows next to Guts. I want to climb your aggro, Craig. That's what I tell Rosa every night. I'm gonna climb her aggro, Craig. I digress. Yeah, Nick was born in 92. Yeah, that show ran from 90 to 92. That was Video Power. I believe, yeah, Channel 9 too. Never reran the show. Nick Arcade, Double Dare, Super Sloppy Double Dare with Mark Summers. Phil Moore. Phil Moore was the host of Nick Arcade. Yeah, but every time you watch that freaking Nick Arcade, every time they had the video challenge, they played the worst fucking games ever. Besides, at one time they played Sonic. It was garbage. I'm like, okay, ActRaiser, okay, that's fine, but everything else, like, what is these games? Where do these games come from? Good Lord, these games suck. And Phil Moore is a weird fucking host. Like we're gonna do the video challenge. He's dancing and dancing. What are you doing? This is a game show. You don't dance. Remember, there's so many Nick shows out. I mean, yeah, Nickelodeon shows. Figure It Out. With Summer Sanders, I think was the host of that show. There was another one with the host of I think it was the same host from Guts was the host of what was that show called? I can't think of the show. It was Guts, Figure It Out, and there was another show. I can't remember the name of the show now. Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. Something, find a picture or something like that. Oh, Get the Picture. With the same, I think it was the same host from Guts, Mike O'Malley. Yeah, Get the Picture. I got it. I got it. They're supposed to make an adult version of Legends of the Hidden Temple, and it's gonna suck. You can't do that. I mean, they tried, Double Dare 2000 was garbage. Then they tried to redo it, re-update it again, and it sucked again. And now I'm lagging, so it is what it is. But that's all I got to say about that. Thank you for the free views before. I had 4 views, now we have 4 people watching, now we got 2. So it is what it is. I don't care. All right, let's get into Raw. Let's not waste any more time because I'm lagging and I want to get this video done. Maybe do another live stream, but I don't know. Probably after this gets done, I want to have something to eat and then probably take a nap. But it is what it is. All right, so Monday Night Raw last night was a that's what it was. It was an okay show, Lots of things happening, and we had the main event of Randy Orton and his Muttless Voice taking on Bobby Lashley for the WWE title. That was supposed to happen at Extreme Rules, but then Vince was like, well, Vince is changing the pay-per-view, and then we find out during the first segment that Randy, was like, I don't want to wait till Extreme Rules. I'm gonna do it tonight. So they made that, they made the match for tonight, and then the whole thing with, that happened yesterday. And I have my 2 videos on my Peter Gilmore channel, which you can watch, after this video. So check it out on my Peter Gilmore channel. Link to the channel down below. They had Big E, on Twitter saying he was going to be at Raw and he promised to cash in. And that's that. And as you saw last night on my last night, I did a video on my Peter Gilmore channel talking about Big E winning the WWE Bobby Lashley. So you get my thoughts, you understand, about that. And I'm still not happy about it. But it is what it is, and I'm not sad. All right, let's give you your full review for Monday Night Raw. All right, so we start off Monday Night Raw from Boston, Massachusetts. So we start off with Big E, Mr. Money. Well, at the time, Mr. Money in the Bank, as a guest star, as the the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro came out. Randy Orton and his Muttless Voice, and Mr. Weed Head himself, Mr. Matt Riddle, comes out. Before they even get in the ring, then we hear the music of the almighty WWE Champion Bobby Lashley and MVP. They come out in their nice-looking suits. So they get in the ring, and then Big E says, "I'm gonna cash in. Look at me." Hoo. Says, and then Riddle's like, "Don't do it, bro. That's me. No, don't do it, bro. Don't do it to my best friend Randy, bro." Shut up, Riddle. So MVP's like, I don't want to hear this because because Big E is not going to be cashing in on anyone right now, anyone later on. Then he goes on and says, it's like we were supposed to have a Raw tag team title match since we won tag team turmoil, and the match was already there, and then they changed that to the the WWE title match. So I don't know when that match is going to happen for the tag team belts. Probably next week on Raw, or maybe after the pay-per-view, or at the pay-per-view. We don't know. We don't know anything for next week's Raw, which is the go-home show for Extreme Rules, and we don't even know the WWE title match for Extreme Rules. The whole pay-per-view is all fucked up. So fucking stupid. By the way, do you like my the name I have over here? On the side, you can see it, Big Pete. That's what Rosa calls my wiener. Big Pete, because I have a big one. Unlike you trolls out there who have very small cocks. And there's a lot of people on this website that have really small brains and small peepees. It's true. Big Petey cool. I like this one from Nick. Nick says, Big Petey cool. What am I, Big Stevie cool? Big Daddy cool, Diesel. Kevin Nash. Big Stevie cool. From the BWO. Stevie Richards, God bless that man. God bless Stevie Richards, a great wrestler. That's all I gotta say about that. The BWO with Big Stevie Cool, the Blue Meanie, and Nova, who then they had another guy. I forgot who it was. It was like 3 or 4. They had a guy that was supposed to be like Rodzilla, like Dennis Rodman when Rodman was in the NWO. Yeah, Hollywood Nova. I remember that. That was so corny. But it was great. I mean, they were funny as fuck. Big Stevie Cool, the Blue Meanie, the blue guy. Who got who basically got beat up by JBL at the at One Night Stand. I forgot which one it was. The first one or the second one? It was the second one. Basically got beat up and busted wide open by JBL. And JBL did not live that one down. If you remember, one episode of SmackDown where I think it was SmackDown when I forget who JBL was fighting somebody, and then Stevie Richards comes in and laid JBL out, but probably the hardest chair shot I've ever seen. I mean, he went BAM! And all you heard was and then JBL's fucking head was just gushing blood. Oh, man. Go look that one up. About the hardest chair shot I've ever seen. And I mean, I've seen a lot of chair shots to the head, but Stevie Richards to JBL, woo, like that was lethal. I thought it like he almost caved freaking JBL's skull in, or like really would have freaking fractured his skull. That's why you don't see chair shots to the head that much anymore. Well, especially in WWE, but AEW and certain times in TNA and Ring of Honor, you get chair shots to the head, you get blood and everything. Not much in New Japan though. Not much. Unless it's like FMW or Onita's whatever. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, let's get back into this. All right, so MVP says, "Oh, we should have been fighting for the tag team belts." Blah 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 blah, and says that Orton politicked his way into the title match, which he probably did. So Orton's asked how he did that, but then Orton says, I did it to throw Lashley off his game, and then they get a little tense, and then Big E goes, "We got two big meaty men bumping meat tonight." I was like, oh, that was cringe. And I heard that, I was like, gay. I think Big E's secretly gay or he's bisexual. I just hate to say that. Because he's always grinding his freaking body on the freaking ring post and everything. And then, remember when he had the Money in the Bank briefcase and he's freaking making out with the Money in the Bank briefcase on the freaking, at a house show and everything? Then he came out naked almost to save, I forget who it was, but he was in a towel. I was like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? I'm thinking that Big E's secretly gay. Or he's bisexual, because I know he wanted to bang Natalia's sister. I mean, who wouldn't? She's got some pretty big, if you know what I mean. I think Natalya and her sister are closet lesbians, from what I've seen of them, from various, like, on Twitter, really. Twitter, and I think they have YouTube. I don't know if they have a YouTube show, but Natalya and freaking her sister, putting each other in the sharpshooter and putting whipped cream in their mouth and doing all sexual stuff to each other. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Those hearts are really are weird. You don't see like Bret Hart doing that to his wife or anything. He has a hot looking wife, by the way. Bret the Hitman Hart, or as we call him, Bret the Shitman Fart. But God bless Owen Hart, the Rocket, Owen Hart. I am not a nugget. I'm a black heart. Damn it. I can't even grow my beard in. God bless Owen Hart. God bless Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and God bless Stu Hart, and God bless Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. It is what it is. That's it. By the way, I think Dark Side of the Ring Season 3 is coming out pretty soon. I think it starts sometime this month or next month. So, can't wait for that. 6 episodes. 6. Why 6? Should be 9. Or 6, 9. No, just kidding. But anyway, we get that. But anyway, so, Big E says we got 2 big meaty men bumping tonight. And I was like, okay, that's gay. So MVP calls Big E a clown prince, which he is, and says he's surprised Big E even showed up to Boston. Maybe he's scared of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. But he says after tonight he will fear Lashley too. Orton says he'll take the title with one Gilmore Cutter or the RKO. And then he says with Big E saying he'll cash in after, it's like, oh, I'm gonna win. He's gonna win a title, with the RKO, and then Big E's like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna cash in on you, Andy. And then they go on and on and on. And then Lashley's like, enough, I'm gonna beat both of you. Blah blah blah. And then Big E and Lashley get into it, and then Lashley's like, he looks at Big E. Big E's like holding the briefcase, and Lashley's like smacks it out of Big E's hands, and I think it goes into the 15th row. I don't know how they got that. I don't know how they got the briefcase to come back to the ring or anything like that. But if they went into the WWE universe, some guys got went out of Boston. So it is what it is. So anyway, they go at it, and then out of that, Randy comes from behind and hits a Gilmore Cutter, bang, on Lashley, dropping him. And then Big E's just sitting in the corner. I'm like, well, can you cash in right there? I mean, he did drop him. You still have the briefcase. Why didn't you cash in right there? Oh wait, you got to get a referee. Damn. So you would have had to go get the ref. Then the referee would have took his sweet ass time getting to the ring. But it is what it is. So Big E sits in the corner. Yeah, so Lashley gets up, RK Bro leaves, and the fans are all happy and all that shit. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. All right. Then we see Horseface Charlotte getting ready for her match with Shayna Baszler coming up in a contenders match. So got that. At least Shayna Baszler got a contenders match. Woo! Even though she's stuck in catering. Anyway, so Charlotte talks to Sarah Schreiber, and basically she says she doesn't think much of Shayna, mainly because of Jax being involved. And she says she will have the title and the crown because long live the Queen. Yet they're going to have a Queen of the Ring tournament, and she's not going to be in it. Go figure that one out. I thought we heard from Shayna, but maybe I missed it. Anyway, so then we get to our first match of the night: Charlotte versus Shayna, non-title match, of course, championship contenders match. Which I guess is the norm now for to get a title shot, you got to have a contenders match. And then when you win the contenders match, you have another contenders match. Tegan Nox and Shotzi Blackheart. Remember when they fought Natalya and Tamina in a contenders match? They won. Then they had a ridiculous match. Like a week or two after that, another contenders match, and they won again. Why? What was the point of having 2 contenders matches in the span of like 2-3 weeks? I don't get that. So now it made me think that Shotzi and Tegan have 2 contenders matches. WWE logic. It's fantastic. Great. Anyway, so we get to this stupid match, and we get a promo from earlier in the day where Nia Jax was annoyed at Shayna for costing her the Raw Women's title last week. But, she's like, we're going to move forward. We're fine. Blah, 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 blah. And then Shayna's like, well, I would have done the same thing you did. Can we just get rid of them, please? Well, don't get rid of Shayna. Let's, just give Shayna the damn Raw Women's Championship. Just get rid of Nia Jax. Send her back to NXT. Or send her to NXT 2.0. Good Lord, she sucks. I don't mean that literally, but, she sucks. Don't ask Reggie that, but it is what it is. Anyway. All right, so Shayna goes after Charlotte to start, but gets sent outside for the big slingshot dive by Charlotte to send us the break. We come back. Shayna is shaking the ropes to break up a moonsault attempt. But some elbows get Charlotte out of the Kiro Feeder clutch. Shayna comes back with some German suplexes. Basically tries to do her Brock Lesnar impersonation, suplexing the living crap out of Charlotte. And gets a near fall out of that. And starts kicking Charlotte, which makes Charlotte pissed. She's like, come on, get on! And then Charlotte with a shot to the face staggered Shayna, and then Charlotte sends her outside. Then she hits the moonsault, and she's like, yeah! And then the fans who are like starting to cheer for Charlotte. I'm like, okay, isn't Charlotte a heel? Oh yeah, this is Boston. No, it is what it is. But they're like kind of like New York and kind of like Philly. They'll boo the heels and Oh, actually, they cheer for the heels and boo the faces. Is what it is. So she hits the moonsault, and then Nia Jax comes out to try for distraction, and then Charlotte sees her. She's like, "Oh, look at me!" Yeah. You know, she starts going like crotch chopping her, and Nia's like, "Ew, you got nasty pussy. Ew. Where's that pussy been?" I don't want to know. Well, basically on Andrade's, you know what, but it is what it is. So she comes out, causing distraction, which allows Shayna to send Charlotte into the steps. Ow! As we go to break, we come back. Charlotte starting to come back and starts working on Shayna's knee, trying for the figure 4 to the figure 8. But she missed a middle rope knee to knee. Ow! And then she puts kind of like last week, she puts Shayna puts Charlotte on the top rope, and Nia gets on the apron to distract Shayna, and then Charlotte came off the ropes with a big boot, knocking Shayna out. 1, 2, 3, and the match ends in just almost 14 and a half goddamn minutes. But it is what it is. So Charlotte gets the win. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. It was what it was, and that's all I gotta say about that. Then after the match, Charlotte's in the ring, and then we hear the music of Alexa Bliss, and she comes out with her best friend Lily and a present for Charlotte. And Lexi gets in the ring. He's like, "Hi, Charlotte. How you doing, Charlotte?" And she's like, "I got you a gift." And Charlotte's like, "You don't know my taste. I like to dress slutty, you know what I mean? Because Andrade likes that kind of thing." But it is what it is. So anyway, Charlotte's like, I don't collect gifts. I collect titles instead of dolls. And she's like, "At some point, you need to like leave your doll at home." Blah blah blah. And then they do this stupid Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck kind of thing, like, and it's like, "You want it? I don't want it. You want it? No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Yes, no, I don't. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. No. Duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, Elmer season. No. So we get that, and then Charles like, "Give me the damn present." So Charles like, it's not ticking, so it's not a bomb. Though that would have been nice. Anyway, so Charlotte opens it up. She's like, "Crap." So instead of a Lily doll, she gets her own doll, which Alexa calls Charlie. And then the fans like, "Charlie, Charlie." I was like, "Oh, Charlie Caruso's coming back? That would be nice. Charlie Caruso." So anyway, Alexa wants Charlotte to have someone to play with after she takes the title at Extreme Rules. So what? She can't play with Andrade? I'll figure that one out. So Lexi calls Charlie a narcissistic little bitch like you, and Charlotte's like, "I don't want the doll," and she says she'll send Bliss a Mattel Charlotte figure when she's in a padded room. Mattel still makes dolls, makes WWE dolls. They still have a partnership with WWE. I thought they didn't. I don't care. Made for Mattel. Anyway, so then Lexi gets mad, and then the fight is on. She like jumps on her, so beating her up a little bit, and then Charlotte tries for a move, and then Lexi kicks Charlotte right in the stomach, knocking her to the floor. Charlotte comes back in, and Lexi grabs her, and then she couldn't get the move on from it. She was trying for the code red, but couldn't get it on at first, and she's like grabbing at freaking Charlotte's ass and everything, like grabbing her butt and everything. And then she hits code red, sends Charlotte running, and then Lexi grabs Lily and says, "Yay! I'm playing with Lily." Okay. And yeah, so it was kind of a weird aftermath segment. I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars, but That match is now official for Extreme Rules. Charlotte versus Lexi for the Raw Women's Championship, and I hope Lexi wins because I'm getting sick and tired of Charlotte. But you know, like Charlotte's probably going to lose the belt to Lexi, and then Lexi's probably going to lose the belt back to her. But you know, Charlotte's going to get number 13 pretty soon, and then number 14, number 15, number 16, all the way up to when she eventually does beat her dad's and John Cena's record of 16 world titles. But it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. All right, so we'll see what happens with all that as we move on. And that's it. All right, then we got a video on Randy Orton and his voice. So it's a lot. That's pretty nice. All right, then we get to match number 2, 6-man tag team action. We had Drew McIntyre and his sword, Abigail. And he teams up with War Machine, Eric and Ivar, to take on the Indian Death Machine, or the Indian Samoan SWAT team, whatever you want to call them. The 3 members of 7-Eleven, Jinder, My Balls, Veer, and Jackie. So yeah, the 3 members, the Indian trio, if you want to call them that. So anyway, this match sucked. 2.5 minutes suck fest. Basically, the faces beating the crap out of Jinder and company, and we get a spine buster which plants Jinder, but Chinky comes in to deck McIntyre from behind, and I was like, he doesn't even kind of no sells it, and McIntyre plants him with a Michinoku driver. Then he sets up full of Claymore. 3, 2, 1, and hits Chinky with the Claymore. 1, 2, 3. Whoop de goddamn do. Match gave 1.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Quick and to the point. Get the hell out of here and get me a squishy. Or give me some, well, I don't like curry, but get me some curry. That's not made to be racist, but I don't like Indian food. Just want to point that out. Anyway, so yeah, it's not a boring match. Gave 1.5 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to the back. We get a New Day reunion. The New Day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. So they're there, and Big E's there with the title, and Kofi insists that Big E cash in and win the title because you're deserving of the title. Then they're like, hey, we want some New Day. Hey, we want some New Day. Hey, shut the fuck up. Exactly. You know? Just shut the fuck up. New Day needs to fucking break up. I'm tired of them. I was hoping that, maybe we would see Xavier Woods and Kofi turn on Big E. Nope. That didn't happen. Because you know how Vince McMahon loves the New Day. Knows those big, he loves those, he loves a beefy black man like Kofi, like Big E. I guess, Vince loves Cox, so he might like that BBC, if you know what I mean. Ain't that right, Nick? But I digress. Anyway, then we see Reggie running through the back to escape the 24/7 idiots like R-Truth, Akira Tozawa, Cedric Alexander, the Luger Jobber Party, and Drew Gulak. I said that, and I think a couple other guys I didn't even recognize. So they go after him, and then R-Truth goes through it not R-Truth, excuse me, Reggie. Well, he escapes, and then R-Truth and Akira Tozawa start yelling at each other. It's like, you messed up our plan. No, you did. No, you. And then we see Drake Maverick come in, and Maverick's like, it wasn't the problem that was. It wasn't the plan that was the problem. It was the execution. And then Truth and Tozawa argue some more. So I'm like, okay, what is going on with this? It's like Drake Maverick gonna be the manager or something with R-Truth and Akira Tozawa? I give a shit. I mean, I have a feeling that Drake Maverick's gonna get the 24/7 title from Reggie, and then maybe we'll see Renee Michelle back in the WWE, even though she's in Impact right now. So that's probably not going to happen. Wasn't she on AEW too? Was she on an episode of AEW in a match? I think she was on Dark or Elevation. I think we saw Renee Michelle like once, and then I think after that, I think she went back to Impact. But I haven't seen Renee Michelle in God knows how long. And that's all I gotta say. Pretty much about that. Give me 1 second. I have to. Something. All right. While we're doing that, I can still go on while we're doing that. All right. There we go to match number 3 for the United States title. Damian Priest taking on Jeff Hardy, dude. So this was a pretty decent match. I'm glad that Jeff Hardy gets a United States title shot instead of being, last week going after the 24/7 title. That was bad. That was just a slap in the face to Jeff Hardy. But this match was pretty good. We had Sheamus on commentary, and ahead of their match for the United States title, Damian Priest and Sheamus. So it starts off with Priest knocking Jeff down. Jeff avoids an arm drag, and they start countering each other's signature moves, or 2 or 3. And then we get a standoff, and Damian's smiling at Jeff. Then we get a jumping back elbows, which staggered Jeff, who is back up with a shot to the knee and a leg drop between the legs. So he's plays the hits a little bit. Then he calls for the twist of fate, but has to settle for kicking Priest to the outside. Damian gets dropped again as we go to break. We come back. Hardy reverses a belly-to-back superplex, into a cross body. But Hardy, the landing kind of wasn't that great as Hardy landed on Priest's neck for a near fall. I'm surprised, looked like I thought Damian Priest's neck was snapped in 2, but but was able to move. They slug it out from their knees. Hardy cradles him up for a near fall. Then we get a sling blade, which gives Jeff another near fall. Then the middle rope splash for another near fall. As we see Damian is a little bit shaken up. And that's that. Then they get back up, and Damian hits they go on the ropes. Damian hits a spin wheel kick for a near fall of his own. Hardy then catches him on the top, but Priest knocks him down, though hits a middle rope leg lariat for another near fall. Hardy then gets Hardy comes back, gets his own 2 count, even though Shane was like, that was 3. Then they get up, and Hardy tries to go for the twist of fate. Priest reversed it, he reversed it. Then he grabs him from behind and hits a really botched-looking reckoning. It was botched. I mean, like Hardy got he kind of went over and then they just landed really bad. It just just watch it on Botchamania whenever that video comes out. But yeah, Priest hits the reckoning 1, 2, 3, and he retains the title about a little over 11 minutes. Match was all right. Gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Then afterwards, Sheamus comes in with the beat down on both men. Hits the bro kick on Jeff Hardy and tries to go for one on Damian Priest, but Priest hits a bro kick of his own into Sheamus in his face, and Sheamus goes to the outside, and that's it. All right, so we'll see what happens next Monday night with Damian Priest and Sheamus, and their match coming up at Extreme Rules. I think Damian will retain. He's red hot right now, so it would make no sense to give it right back to Sheamus. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. All right, then we go to it looked like the it was the gorilla position. We have Nikki Ashhole and Rhea Ripley there. Nikki thinks that her and Rhea need to have a special celebration, I guess, when they win the women's tag team belts. But Rhea is ready to beat Natalya, so it looked like we were supposed to see Natalya versus Rhea Ripley. coming up soon. But then Natalya and Tamina come in, and I think it was Natalya. I think Natalya said we dominate eras. Blah 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 blah. Then they have a big fight, a big cat fight between all four women, and then referees and Sonya Deville, who is in a nice red suit, has to break it up, and then they're trying to start, they continue the fighting, and then Sonya's like, stop, no, stop, yeah, no, and then she announces that we're gonna settle this. We're gonna settle this in the ring, between each other. So we're gonna get, Nikki Ash and Tamina, and then after that we're gonna get Rhea Ripley and Natalya. So I thought we were gonna get a women's tag team title match, but no, we didn't get that. And it's been as of now, 113 days since Natalya and Tamina defended the titles on television. The last time they really defended the belts, do you remember? I don't even care. And this segment I didn't really care for, so I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. All right, so we go to the ring with Tamina and Nikki, and this felt like a botch fest. But anyway, we get near the end, and Nikki fights up again, kicks out the leg, so Tamina just like bam right in Nikki's face, and Nikki went. Bleh. She looked like she got knocked out, and Tamina's like, God damn, my hand hurt. So Nikki tries again for a comeback, and once again Tamina smacks her right in the mouth again. But then Nikki comes back, hits a quick tornado DDT. 1, 2, 3. She gets the win at the 4:44 mark. So make a wish. And that's all I gotta say about that. But this match was garbage. There was a lot of botches in this match, mainly from both women. So I expect that on Botchamania. So, and that's all I gotta say about that. So I gave the match 1.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Afterwards, commentary, Jimmy Smith, Corey Slave, and Byron Saxton, they're treating this as a big upset. It's like, oh, Nikki Ash is a big upset on Tamina. Oh my God, really? Okay. Then after the match, Tamina and Natalya jump Nikki on the outside. Then they take out Rhea on the outside, and then send Nikki into the barricade. So basically laid them out. Blah 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 blah. And then we go to commercial. Then we come back in progress with Natalya and Rhea Ripley. Was a little bit better, not much. Nikki went to the back to get looked at. So she's not there. So Tamina's out with Natalya. It was a pretty interesting match. So Rhea fights up. They run the ropes until Natalya calls her a bitch. Then they fight over some near falls. Natalya snaps off a head scissors. Rhea blocks a Russian leg sweep with some elbows and a big boot to put Natalya on the floor. Just a running crop kick which sends Tamina into the ring steps. Ow. But Natalya uses the distraction to deck Rhea. It looked like Rhea hurt herself there as well. She hit the crop kick, and I think she hit the side of the steps, and she was kind of limping a little bit. Anyway, they go back in. Ripley has to fight her way out of a sharpshooter, and then they go back to the floor. We get a snap suplex by the Queen of Hearts, Natalya, on Rhea as we go to another break. Come back. Rhea blocks the sharpshooter again. Reverses into a small package for a near fall. Where am I? Yeah, Tamina comes up for a distraction, and then Nikki Ashhole comes back from the trainer's room, trips Natalya down. Natalya tries to go for a roll up with the feet on the ropes. It gets broken up by Nikki. So Rhea hits a headbutt, then locks in the prism trap. 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley gets the win over Natalya. So both women get the win over the tag team champions, who have just been losing every goddamn week. So I guess we're gonna get a tag team title match. I don't know when, and I really don't care. Because it looks like they're gonna give the belts to Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ashhole. We'll probably hold it for a little bit because there's no women's tag teams and on the roster right now. It is what it is. So that match I gave 2 out of 5 stars, and that's it. I don't give a flying you know what about that. All right, then we get a recap of the opening segment between MVP, Lashley, Big E, Randy Orton, this voice, and Riddle. And we all know what happened with that. All right, then we get another recap of Alexa Bliss giving Charlotte her own doll named Charlie. So we see that. Then we see Charlotte walking in the back. And then Sarah Schreiber tries to come up to her, and Charlotte takes Charlie and throws her in the trash. That was a perfectly good doll. All right, so I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and that was it. But if they really wanted to give Charlotte a doll, just give her a My Little Pony, because she's a horse. Her face looks like a horse, but that's why I call her Horse Face Charlotte. And that's it. All right, then we go to another tag team match. Actually, an 8-man tag team match. We have Mansoor, Mustafa Ali, and The New Day as they take on Mace, T-Bar, the phenomenal AJ Styles, and the big black diesel himself, Omos. Not a great match, like an 11-minute match. It's also with Mace and T-Bar promising violence. And then Mansoor arm drags AJ down to start, drop kicks him in the corner, and then Kofi comes in to stomp AJ down. And then we get the Unicorn Stampede for a 1 count. Ali doesn't like Mansoor getting into it. He's like, stop that! And then allow AJ to grab a suplex, and then they start beating the living crap out of Mansoor as T-Bar comes in for a Cyclone boot. And then Mace is off to Mace to throw a lot of big boots to Mansoor. And then Mace and T-Bar take out Ali again on the floor. Then they hit a belly-to-back suplex inside the ring, gets a near fall. All right, as we go to break, we come back. Mansoor is trying to fight back out of a chin lock. He hits an insecurity, but it's not enough to get a hot tag as AJ comes in, grabs the ankle. But then Mansoor hits another insecurity and finally gets the hot tag to Kofi, who comes in with a missile dropkick for a near fall. Then a frog splash to AJ's back as he was standing up. Gets a near fall out of that. And then everybody starts hitting their secondary finishers on everybody until Kofi rolls up AJ with a 1925 roll-up for a near fall. And then Ali tags himself in, hits a tornado DDT. Hits the DDT, sends him, and then which sends him over to Omos for a big tag. And then the whole team combined basically couldn't get Omos down, so Omos takes Ali, hits the Kali Slam. Kali Poopy. Hits the Kali Slam. 1, 2, 3. Omos is still undefeated, and the match was about 11 minutes long. And it's kind of sucked. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars as well. It was just boopy. No, it was boopy. Boopy. It was boopy. And that's it. All right. After that, we get a video on the almighty Bobby Lashley, which is kind of cool. All right, which leads us into MVP and Lashley not worried about Big E. He wants to add his name to the list of people who can't stop Lashley. They would be glad to take care of him. And then Big E comes in and goes, boo, boo. And he says, I'm cashing in. So I was like, okay, nobody cares. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. And that's it. All right, then we get a recap of the most boring feud on Raw. Eva Slut Marie and Doudrop, who just got married over the weekend. So congratulations to Doudrop. I don't know what schmuck wanted to marry her, but congratulations to that guy. He's getting it is what it is, That guy's getting a 260-pound piece of ass that's fat. Because you know Dewdrop is fat. The son of a bitch is fucking fat. Nothing wrong with fat chicks, but it is what it is. The fat chick thriller, Mike. Oh, damn it. Hey, why you say my name? I didn't mean to, Mike. I'm sorry. But I just want, we were talking about fat chicks, and you used to be the fat chick thriller back in WCW. Remember that? Yeah, I had a lot of fat chicks, man. I put them through a table too, man. I didn't, after I, did what I had to do, I put them through a table. That's mean, Mike. That's mean. You're supposed to be nice to women. Yeah, but I put Francine through a table in ECW. Remember that? Yeah. You put a lot of people through tables. There, Mike, and I mean, what can I say, man? You are awesome, Mike. You are awesome. That's all I gotta say about that. You should be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I know. What the hell is wrong with Vince, man? I'm awesome. I should be in the Hall of Fame, man. I'm freaking awesome. 2-time ECW champion. I was a god in Japan. Former United States champion. Former hardcore champion. What is wrong with Vince, man? What is wrong with Vince Gilmore? I'm gonna put him through a table. I think you should. Put that 75-year-old bastard through a table there, Mike. Come on. Before he croaks, just do it for the fans, Mike. Come on. Well, I can't do it, Gilmore. I'm dead. Damn it, Mike. Why'd you have to die? Damn. I was hoping you would stay alive and then you could, go to WWE just for like a night and just take Vince McMahon and put him through a freaking table. Along with Bruce Pritchard and the rest of his stooges. I mean, you can't do that to Pat Patterson. You go, well, he's dead. What do you mean? I put Pat Patterson through a table. When did you do that? Last weekend. He was trying to steal my drink from New Jack. Well, why didn't New Jack kick his ass, motherfucker? I don't know. I don't know. New Jack was trying to bang, some chick, was it Mae Young again? He was trying to get that old nasty vagina and stuff like that. I don't know what's up with New Jack there, Gilmore. He's kind of crazy. He is a psycho. Anyway, Mike, nice to see you. I'm petitioning for you for the Hall of Fame, okay? Thank you very much, Gilmore. Bye, fans. Okay. All right, so, yeah. So, please, on Twitter, petition for Mike Awesome to get into the Hall of Fame. That's all I got to say about that. He deserves it. He's one of my, one of the favorite parts of the show. If you don't like it, well, he's going to put you through a fucking table. That's all I got to say about that. All right, we'll move on from there. All right, so we get a recap of Dewdrop and Eva Marie, with Dewdrop finally standing up to Eva Marie, and had that horrible match 2 weeks ago, or a week or two ago, where wasn't really a match, and Dewdrop's like, and the winner of the match is Dewdrop. So we're gonna get a rematch coming up, but first we find out that the WWE Draft 2021 is going to be on October the 1st for SmackDown for night 1, and night 2 will be on October the 4th. So right after the 5 days after after rules, we have the draft, and that's it. As we go into Crown Jewel, the hype going into Crown Jewel. So we have new rosters that'll probably suck, some new matches, and nobody gives a shit about the draft. Even though Big E's going to Raw, which is most likely he's going to be on Raw now. So there's your early draft. Big E is now drafted to Raw. And then when the draft happens on SmackDown, Drew McIntyre will be going to SmackDown. And as far as Brock Lesnar goes, he stays on SmackDown, or he goes to Raw and maybe faces Big E or whoever has the title. And we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. So we get that. All right, then we go to Doudrop and Eva Marie. I haven't forgot what number match this was. It was like a filler match, 2-minute suck fest. Eva Marie comes out and blah blah blah. But at least it kind of felt like last week almost. Eva's trying to beat up Doudrop and basically bounces off her fat ass and everything, trying a shoulder block. Goes for Doudrop goes for a backsplash, but Eva missed. Thankfully for Eva. But Eva can only cover for a 1 count. Doudrop then shoves her into the corner to escape what looked to be sliced bread. Then we get a corner splash. Eva tries to go for the old Rowdy Piper poke to the eyes, but she tries for a roll up, which Doudrop goes, really? And then Doudrop with a backsplash connects, and then the running basement cross body on Eva crushes her fake tatas, and Doudrop gets the win almost at the 2-minute mark. So a 2-minute suck fest. And Doudrop gets the win, and nobody gave a flying fuck. That's all I got to say about that. So I gave it a good old-fashioned zero. Or as our good friend Pentagon says, zero. But no miedo. Or if you watched the great movie what's that's that movie called with Stand I think it's called Stand and Deliver with Edward James Olmos in it, and the dude from La Bamba, where Mr. Escalante, the teacher. What was that movie called? I think it was called Stand and Deliver, where he's the math teacher and everything. And then Hugh Diamond Fields plays a gringo. He's like, 1 is 2 plus 2 equals. And then Luke Diamond Fields looks at him and goes, 0. That was a good movie. I think it's called Stand and Deliver. Great movie back in the day. Great movie. That's all I got to say about that. So that's what I gave this crappy Doudrop Eva Marie match. 0. That's it. But and after that, we get to something pretty good. We get Killer Cross in a black suit, and he has his hands together. He's like, Mr. Gilmore. No, he didn't say that. He says most of us don't know who we are, but we know who we want to be. If you want to be my lover. No, sorry. Then we see some highlights of Killer Cross just beating the crap out of people like Johnny Nitro and Johnny Drip Drip and Humberto Carrillo, and he loves every second of their agony. Then he says maybe he doesn't need an ultimate plan, and says he's just gonna wreck everyone until there's basically nobody left. And then he says everyone will fall and pray, and that's it. See, this is the Killer Cross I want to see. Not come out with a stupid mask on and a stupid vest, looking like he's the 1988 version of Demolition. He should just come out with his theme, come out with Scarlet, wherever the hell she is, besides my bedroom. I mean, come on. But at least they're making him into a monster heel right now, which is great. Wish they would have done that when he first came out, instead of losing to Jeff Hardy in a minute and a half. Really ruined his freaking debut, and they're like, "Oh, we're sorry. We're gonna give you that win back, and then you gotta face." Excuse me. Excuse me, my allergies are acting up. oh, we'll let you beat Jeff Hardy 2 more times, and then you'll be you have a little feud with Keith Lee. You lose once, and then you'll get the win back. And then after that, we'll just make you fight random jobbers from Titus Catering, and then we'll give you a ridiculous shredder mask. Fucking hideous fucking shit. But he came out with a suit looking like, paying homage to Sean O'Hare, which I thought was nice. So, see, if he did promos like that, like that every week, that'd be great. And if we would be fighting some actual talent, that'd be even better. Not to say Keith Lee and Jeff Hardy wasn't bad for him, but just making Jeff Hardy beat him in his first match on Raw, I thought that was stupid. And then having him lose to Keith Lee and then getting his win back. But still, he should be fighting guys like Drew McIntyre or Sheamus or Damian Priest by now, instead of douchebags from catering like Humberto Carrillo and Johnny Drip Drip. I mean, come on, get him out of that low mid card crap. Give him the damn U.S. title. That's all I got to say about that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, how much time do we got here? All right, we're not doing that bad. All right, then we get to the main event for the WWE title. Bobby Lashley and Randy Orton as well. This voice. All right, so they come out. Riddle comes out with Randy. MVP comes out with Lashley, and we get it on. They go outside early, where Orton has to save Riddle by sending Lashley into a hole in the ring post, and the steps, and the barricade, and the announcer's table. They ram into the announcer's table, said it didn't hit Byron Saxon. Orton gets one back inside, but Lashley sends him into the corner. Misses a charge into the ring post, but he's fine enough to counter the hanging demon DDT. And then sends Orton to the outside and comes up holding his leg, which comes into play later. I'll get to that in a minute. I think it was Orton holding his leg. Orton to be fine enough to drop Lashley on the barricade. Ow. Then a clothesline sends Lashley over the barricade. So we go to break. We come back. Orton is still in control, hitting a superplex on Lashley, sends them both crashing down to the mat. We get a delayed near fall, which sends Lashley to the outside. He picks Orton up, sends him head first into the ring post. Ow. They go back in. A running shoulder hits Orton's ribs in the corner a bunch of times to drop him, and he's obviously in pain. Then Lashley with a neck breaker for a near fall. Then we get a little bit of a rest period with a chin lock. Orton fights his way back up, hits a heck of a clothesline. Then he hits that patented Randy Orton power slam for a near fall. Then he tries to go for the RKO. It takes a little too long. As Lashley hits the spear, it looked like it'd be over, but Randy kicks out at 2.995. And Lashley's like, what am I going to do? So tries for the hurt lock, couldn't get it on. And then Randy eventually gets the Gilmore cutter on Lashley. And it was nothing like, yes, pin him. But Lashley, being smart, rolls to the apron with help from MVP. And then the referee's like, what are you doing? And Riddle comes over, basically gets beat down. Orton then gives MVP the RKO on the floor, and the fans are going nuts for him. He gets back in the ring. That was a bad idea, as Lashley got up, hits the spear again. 1, 2, 3. Sadly, Lashley beat Randy Orton at just over 13 minutes, and that's it. But match itself was okay, so I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that was it. And then after the match, we got another brawl. As Lashley and MVP were going after Orton. Riddle makes the save, which earns him a big beatdown. So Lashley puts him through the announcer's table. Once again, did not hit Byron Saxon. So he puts him through the table, and then Lashley comes up holding his knee. So, and then like I mentioned on my video yesterday, that the match ended with about 9 minutes left. So I'm like, okay, maybe Big E's gonna cash in now. And so Lashley's limping. He gets in the ring to try to hold up the belt and everything. And then Big E comes out with the briefcase and he gives it to the ref. Ref gives it to the ring announcer. And the ring announcer's like, "Oh, Big E's cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase." And Lashley's like, "Nope, we're not getting this right now. Nope." And then we go to commercial with like 5 minutes left. I'm like, oh God, come on. Then they come back with about 2-3 minutes left. Big E then slaps Lashley in the face, and then Lashley goes to the referee. He's like, "Ring the fucking bell." So the match is on, and Lashley takes him to the mat. They start brawling, and then he hits the spear, cutting Big E down. I'm like, oh, that's it. That ends Raw. 1, 2, Big E kicks out, and then Big E comes back with a spear on Lashley's bad leg. Then I'm like, oh, great, that's it. Then picks up Lashley, hits the big ending. 1, 2, 3. The match was like a minute, 1:18. The match was. So it went from 10:58 about to 11 o'clock. So a minute 18 suck fest for Lashley to lose the belt, and that's it. So Big E wins the belt, and that was that. I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then the New Day come out to celebrate with Big E. Bunch of pyro goes off. The fans are going nuts, and that ends Monday Night Raw, and that's it. But like I said on my video from yesterday, I'm happy that Big E won, but it's too early. They should have just had Lashley beat Orton, and then or something comes up. He puts Riddle through the table, and then maybe Riddle gets a title shot next week, and then you do maybe the main event for Extreme Rules could have been for the tag team belts, put them in a tables match, and then have Orton and Riddle win the match. Lashley's still the champion, and then he goes on, and then they start the feud with him and Goldberg for a crown jewel coming up in October. But now what happens? Now Big E is the champ. What's going to happen now? Is Lashley going to ask for his rematch next week on Raw, or he's going to ask for it at Extreme Rules? I don't know if there's going to be a stipulation or not, but there is no stipulations already announced for this pay-per-view. It is Extreme Rules. There's no stipulation matches yet, and you're 2 weeks away. Come on now. You're basically 12 days away, and there's no stipulation matches. So this is basically on Extreme Rules. Basically like a house show almost. It is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. Just fucking garbage. I don't know what to think anymore. But I'm thinking that Lashley will probably ask for the rematch, maybe get it next week on Raw, and probably win the belt back from Big E, and then, or he wins it at the pay-per-view, and then he wins it for the second time, and then Lashley goes on to feud with Goldberg all the way up until Crown Jewel, and then they have the match. And then hopefully Lashley beats Goldberg again, and then Lashley will go through Survivor Series and maybe TLC and maybe the Royal Rumble Day 1, or then maybe go through go into next year, and then probably lose the belt at WrestleMania to maybe Brock Lesnar if Brock gets traded to Raw. Well, not traded, drafted to Raw. But we'll see what happens with that. Then again, what they may do is have Lashley lose thanks to Goldberg, and then they have like a triple threat match in Saudi Arabia where maybe Lashley gets the belt again. So So maybe Big E will hold the belt for like a month, and then bye-bye. I don't know. I don't know, and I really don't care at this point. But like I said, happy for Big E, but I'm not impressed with, with WWE, putting the belt on him way too early. I would have done this at WrestleMania. I was hoping, Big E would cash in on Roman, but and like I said, Roman could have held the belt, another year, and then you continue to build up Big E on SmackDown, and then have him cash in at maybe WrestleMania or before Roman becomes a 2-year champ. So, but they're not doing it. They did it way too early, and they only did it to pop a rating. I don't even know what the rating is yet, but probably came out today, or might be coming out today or maybe tomorrow. Maybe later if I do my NXT review, I'll give you the rating for Raw. But we'll see what happens with all that, and we'll move on from there. So that's it for Monday Night Raw. It was an okay show. I gave it 6 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you motherfuckers thought of the show in a comment or a video reply down below. And don't forget to like the video, dislike the video. I don't even give a shit what you do. I mean, we had like 4 people viewing, and then they all kind of left, except for maybe Nick. But I don't care. For all the people saying like, oh, Peter don't get views. He only gets like 1 view, and they all leave. I don't care if I get 4 people watching. I don't care if I talk to myself. I don't care. My show, I can do whatever the fuck I want. You try to do a show and try to get a whole bunch of views. I know you can't, because your videos suck. Kind of like a certain someone we know. It only can get between 30 and 50 people on his stupid crappy stream, and somehow he gets 5,000 fake views, by the way, with his fake subs, with his fake subs. And now he has a new channel that has 141 fake subs, and that channel's gonna go nowhere too. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, so once again, 6 out of 10 stars for Raw, and that's pretty much it. So let me know your thoughts down below, and don't forget to like the video, dislike the video. I don't care. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media at on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and all my other channels as well down below. And tap the bell to get notified of when I do another video. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, so we had a pretty good video. We had a pretty good chat, and that's it. All right, we're gonna end up with Nick. We got one more guy come in, and that's that. All right, we were talking about Nick Arcade back in the day, and Phil Moore and everything was the host. That show gave us a sneak preview of Sonic 2 before it was released. Yeah, I remember. I actually remember that. Like, we're playing Sonic 2 and nobody even know how to play the game. Yeah. Some of the games that never came out. They were like Bongo's Adventure or something like that. Anyway, yeah, Get the Picture was with Mike O'Malley, who did Guts with Mo. I'm gonna climb your aggro, Craig. Mo was kind of hot back in the day, but it is what it is. Anyway, Nick says that it was the AEW effect that made that's why Big E won the title and cashed in last night. Obviously, because AEW did a 1.3, so Vince was in panic mode. Anyway, Nick says, excuse me. Nick says, like I said before, whenever AEW does something big, WWE always has to do something creatively crazy to get the attention on them. Yep, that's what they did last night. And we'll see what the rating is later tonight or tomorrow. All right, Nick says, Big Petey cool. Exactly, Big Pete. That's me. Nick wants me to change the Big Petey cool. Nah, too late now. Video's basically done. So maybe next time. Hollywood Nova, part of the BWO with Stevie Richards, Big Stevie Cool, and the blue guy, the blue meanie, and had a couple other members. I was like, I think his name was Thomas Rodman. There was 7-Eleven, and there a Sting parody called Stink. Yeah, I remember Stink. Stink was funny. That was kind of cool. 7-Eleven was Rob Feinstein. Feinstein. Yeah, I knew that one. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven was supposed to be, 6-Pac. That was kind of dumb, but it is what it is. Nick says Big E cashing in was a ratings grab. Yep, pretty much. Plus, Monday Night Football was on. Probably did way better than them. And that's it. Oh, you got a few more comments coming left. The thing is, Big E should have gotten a longer build up to his cash in. WWE could have waited till Survivor Series. Could have waited till Royal Rumble. Could have waited till WrestleMania. I totally agree. Like I said, they should have done this at WrestleMania 38. They should have had what they should have done was have Lashley win, then put Riddle through the table, and then Riddle asks for a title shot either on the next Monday night on Raw, or maybe do something with the tag titles at the pay-per-view, like a tables match or something like that for the tag titles. RK Bro wins that. Lashley still has the world title, and then you build up Lashley and Goldberg 2 for Crown Jewel. And then you keep on doing the draft. You draft Big E, and then you keep hyping him up. You build him up some more, and then maybe he cashes in at the Survivor Series, or they lead up to TLC or the Day 1 pay-per-view on January the 1st, or they go all the way to the Royal Rumble. That he wins at the Royal Rumble, or what I would have done was just build up Big E through the rest of the year, going into next year. And then, you tease it every so often, and Lashley's like getting sick of it, and it's like, and then eventually, Big E cashes in on Lashley after maybe after the during or after the Lashley, what I thought would be Lashley and Lesnar for the WWE title, but they did it way too soon, and yeah, that's Nick's next comment. Don't get me wrong, Big E deserves to be champion and all power to him, but him cashing in on Bobby Lashley almost makes his Money in the Bank win feel pointless. Basically does, because, like I said, it's way too soon. It was way too soon. He won it, what, in June or July? I think it was Money in the Bank was in July, I think. August, September. 2 months. 2 months he cashed in. Usually, sometimes you see people take three to 9 months to cash in. Remember when Seth Rollins won it? Almost took him almost a full calendar year to cash in. He cashed in on Brock and Roman at WrestleMania 31. All the other cashes have been in not that not that quick. Some have been quick, like they win it and then they win it the same night, like Dean Ambrose did a couple years ago. Same thing with Bayley. But most of the time you see it's like maybe 3, 6, 7 months. But Big E won it in 2 months. So. But yeah, I agree with Nick. More power to Big E, but he's not going to hold the belt long. He's probably going to be a transitional champion. And that's all I got to say about that. Thank you for the free view. And that's it. All right. We'll continue on. All right. Got my good buddy Jock Rules 321 says, I'm so happy Big E is WWE champ because, damn it, he deserves it. He does. He does deserve it. I'm not going to rant and rave and scream and holler and be upset about it. But I'm happy he won it. But the way he won it, I think, was just way too soon. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And then Nick said, comments to him, but they probably have him drop the title around Survivor Series or Royal Rumble. Probably. But we'll see. We'll see what happens on Monday. What they're gonna do with the WWE title. How long Big E is gonna be the champion for. Well, we'll see what happens with that. All right, like I said, like Nick said, put Vince and the rest of his stooges to a freaking table. I think yeah, they all should be put to a table. All right, Jock Rules is back, talks to Nick. I'll give the title reign till Royal Rumble, no later than WrestleMania. Okay. I'll probably have him. I would have him lose it at either TLC or the Day One pay-per-view in Atlanta. In Atlanta, GA. No, wait. That pay-per-view is in Wait. The Day One pay-per-view is where? In Atlanta, I think, right? Atlanta, GA, right? I think. I don't know if they're gonna get the Georgia Dome. So probably have something in another, where the Atlanta Hawks play, not the Omni, but the other stadium, because the other arena, I should say. They're not going to get the Georgia Dome because I think the Falcons are going to be playing on January the 2nd, so it kind of makes no sense to have a day, a pay-per-view which is on a Saturday, and then you have to get everything out of the stadium before Sunday, and then you have to do the field and everything to get the Falcons game if they're even playing on the road. At home. But so they're probably not going to get the Day One pay-per-view for the Georgia Dome. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, speaking of Pete fucking Dunne, he has agreed on a new 3-year contract for the WWE. So there you go. So he's not going to AEW just yet. So it probably tells you that he might win the title tonight. But it's a good possibility he wins that title. I hope he does. It's either between him and Kyle. Because I don't think Ciampa's going to win. And there's no way Eli Drake is going to win. So I would think it's going to come down to Pete Dunne and Kyle. And one of them's going to win. So, and either one I'll be fine with. That's all I got to say about that. All right. All right, Nick's talking to Jock Rules 221. Roman already has the Universal title. Okay. Well, we knew that already. He's probably going to hold. I think Roman's going to hold that belt for another year. Already on 370 something days right now. So, but we'll see. A lot of people saying that The Rock is going to beat Roman at WrestleMania. Nope. Nobody wants to see The Rock with the Universal Championship. It's like saying Cena was going to win the Universal Championship to break Flair's record. Thankfully, he did not. So, you actually think that The Rock is going to win the Universal Championship and stay like a month or so as the champion in WWE, with all his crappy movies coming up next year? You really think The Rock is going to win the belt? He's going to be a transitional champion like Goldberg is. Every time Goldberg wins, he holds it for like a couple of weeks to a month or 2 months and then loses it. So what's the point? So there's no point in The Rock beating Roman at WrestleMania. Roman's going to humble him, and The Rock is going to acknowledge him as the tribal chief. And Roman will continue on through the May pay-per-view and go all the way to SummerSlam and become a 2-year champ, unless he loses the belt between WrestleMania and that 2-year mark. To who? Probably Drew McIntyre. And that's all I got to say about that. And we'll move on from there. All right. Nick says, and in the draft, NXT wrestlers go to Titus Catering. Pretty much. Well, that's if NXT superstars do get drafted, though, the main roster. But we'll see. We'll see on October 1st and the 4th. We'll see. Okay, more on the Pete Dunne signing. The report on Pete Dunne re-signing on a 3-year contract with WWE is from Fightful Select. Okay. Well, I'll look at Ring News later to find that out. And that's what I can say about that. All right, we're lagging a little bit, and we're finishing up this burrito. 6 o'clock, so we're getting ready for NXT, and it looks like it's gonna rain again. What else is new? And it's getting dark soon because the The sun goes down in an hour from now. So by the end of this week, by the time 7 o'clock comes, it'll be dark. By 7:05, 7:10, it'll be pitch black dark. So, yeah, so get ready because this is the final week of summer, ladies and gentlemen. A final week of summer. And as that great song by Twisted Sister used to begin, the summer is over. I am in command. What was that? So, little helpers, everybody's gonna be in detention after school in the basement. What do you think you're doing, Twisted Sister? What kind of man desecrates a defenseless textbook? I got a good mind to slap your fat face. What do you want to do with your life? I want to rock cock. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so summer is over of next Tuesday. So we've got a week left as from today. Because the autumn season begins next Wednesday, September the 22nd. And the temperatures will be going down. But it is what it is. But the winter is coming, and from what the Farmer's Almanac is saying, that we're going to get a cold and snowy season. What else is new? What else is new? And that's all I got to say about that. So probably get some snow this year. Hopefully no blizzards and everything. Cause I can't, with my back, and now that I got this, this new job, but I'm gonna be starting pretty soon. It'll be mostly remote. Some days I might have to go to the office and everything, but especially in the winter, and I gotta take the bus, and it's gonna be snowy, and there's no way I'm gonna get to the office. God damn it! But I'm gonna be making more money than you. Way more money than you. Way more money. I don't care if you're making $18 an hour, $25 an hour, I'm still making more than you. But it is what it is. Anyway, got my good buddy Ethereal Leone. He says, "What's up, killers? What's up there, buddy? How you doing, sir?" All right, we got them going back and forth. All right, we're almost done. Almost wrapping up this burrito. And like Rose got a thing on her phone. All right, going back to Nick. Look what happened when Kofi won the WWE title. He held it for 6 months. Lesnar defeated Kingston Kofi in 8 seconds on the first SmackDown on Fox in 8 seconds to win the title. That was on SmackDown, like Nick says, from the State Farm Arena. Yep. So hopefully they don't do, what they did to Kofi and make him lose the belt in 8 seconds. And then when Bianca had the belt, and then they had to call Becky at the last second, Becky comes in and beats Bianca in 26 seconds. So 18 seconds later, Yeah, 18 seconds later, that Bianca lost the title to Becky. So how long is take your bets on how long Big E loses the belt. I said Lashley was gonna beat him in like 30 seconds, but we'll see. I doubt it, but who knows? And that's that. All right, final comments, and we're about to wrap it up. Nick says NWA Power is on right now. Yep, on Fight TV. I'm not watching it. Okay, NWA Power is now live on Fight TV. I am watching that. Then AEW Dark on YouTube at 7 o'clock, and then NXT at 8 o'clock on the USA Network. So I might watch a little bit of Dark, but probably after this I'm going to edit it. I'm probably going to grab something to eat because it's 6:13 and I haven't had lunch yet. So I'm going to have a late lunch, and then probably watch a little bit of NXT, and then probably take a nap, and then maybe later tonight, like maybe 11, 12 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock, I might take a long nap, and then if I have the time, if Rose is not doing anything, and then I might do my NXT review later tonight on the Peter Gilmore channel. So lots of content. Lots of content on my channel. So hopefully you subscribe to my channels and you hit the bell so you don't miss anything. And if you did miss anything, just go on my channels and just go hit my videos. And if you missed a video, just click on it. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. All right. Nick says that the State Farm Arena is where Day 1 is going to be held. Oh, I thought that was where Brock won the belt from Kofi in 8 seconds. I'm sorry. My bad. All right, so that's in the State Farm Arena is in Atlanta, I believe, right? I think. I know the December 31st show, the New Year's Eve show for SmackDown, the final SmackDown of the year, is going to be in South Carolina. No. Where was it going to be held? I think it's going to be held in South Carolina, and Charlotte, North Carolina, or South Carolina. One of the Carolinas is supposed to get it. I think it's Charlotte, North Carolina. I think. But it might be in Greensboro, South Carolina. But I know Day 1 is going to be in Atlanta, most likely. But we'll see what happens with that. All right, we got that. All right, final comment of the video from Nick. If they do make Big E lose in a quick, short match, don't be surprised at the stupidity of WWE booking. Yeah, probably. They'll probably book the match and have Lashley win in like 5 seconds, maybe 35 seconds, maybe a minute. Or they'll do him dirty and make Big E lose in a minute and a half. But they're gonna do him dirty. It's like every time a black champion wins, most of the time they lose. Like the last couple black champions they've had, not counting Apollo or anything like that. The last couple black world champions they had, Kofi lost in 8 seconds and Bianca's lost in 26 seconds. So what does that tell you that Big E's gonna lose in 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute and a half? Maybe you'll lose in 1 second. The match will start. We can Lashley hits the spear. 1, 2, 3, 5 seconds. 5 to 8 seconds at most. That's it. Then everybody gets pissed, and everybody in the WC gets pissed. By the way, I say WC way better than that bald-headed bastard, because I know he's copying me. He doesn't want to say my name. He knew that I was in his chat last night, trolling him and everything. And he's like, "Oh, we're not gonna say his name. He's irrelevant. He's this and that. When your channel is garbage." You had 121,000 subs, fake subs, I might add. And then, when you took your hiatus, 2,000 subs went bye-bye. And you barely can get any more subs now. And now you had to make a fake another channel, another fake channel. Well, not a fake channel, but you make a second channel. And already in like the span of over a day, you got 141 subs. All fake, by the way. It's all fake. And even if they're real subs, that most of the subs that are subbed to you are all mindless zombies and fake. So what's the point? Another channel that's gonna go nowhere. How long is it going to take that channel to get to 100,000 subs? Let's think. 6 years? I mean, I don't care how long it would take me to get 100,000 subs. I don't care. I'll probably be dead by the time I get 100,000 subs. I mean, on this channel, I almost got 1,200, so. And I got 1,000 in I got 1,000 subs in 6 years. I mean, that's fine and dandy. I don't give a shit. I don't care if it takes me 6 more years to get 2,000 subs. But like I said, I'm not here to get a lot of subs. I mean, that's all nice and dandy. I get subs, and thank you for subbing and viewing my channel and everything. But I don't do fake subs. Like Mr. Baldy does. But it is what it is. I mean, I did dabble in it for like 2 months in 2015. but it didn't. My sub count didn't go way up. Because my sub count back in 2015 was already at 500 subs. And by the time, 2 months went by, my sub count was at 800. So, and then 2 months after that, I got out of doing sub for sub, and then I just did it the old-fashioned way, and I got over 1,000 subs within a span of 4 months. Because I think I did that video around 2015 or early 2016. So it took about 6-7 years to get 1,000 subs on this channel. And I almost had it. My original TGC Reborn channel was almost at 1,000. Most of my channels were getting close to between 500 and 1,000 before the old rug got pulled out, and YouTube took all the dead channels away. So it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. But like I said, I'm not here, I'm not here for subs. I'm here for me. I'm here for, I'm just here for me. And if anybody wants to, watch my show, that's great. If anybody wants to sub to my show, that's great. Leave likes and, whatever. You comments, that's great. If I don't get comments, I don't give a shit. I'm still better than you. Just remember that. I don't care if you have 121,000 subs, 119,000 subs. I don't care if you have 1 million subs. You could be better because you have more subs, but I'm more charismatic. It is what it is. And that's all I got to say about that. At least, excuse me. At least on my show, if I ever had guests on my show, I don't, just sit back and have my guests run the show for like 2 hours, and I show my ugly face, and then have the guests yell at each other and everything, and it started drama war yesterday. Even though it was kind of funny with Prince Idol just destroying Bullfrog yesterday, but it is what it is. That's the only good part. Everything else sucked. That's all I got to say about that. But anyway, I'm going to end this video. I'm going to wrap up this burrito. I'm going to grab something to eat and maybe get something to drink. And that's it. And I'm going to get ready for the Met game at 7 and watch Dark. And then get ready to watch a boring as fuck new look NXT. And we'll see what happens with the new NXT 2.0 tonight. And we'll see who comes out of NXT as the new world champion between Ciampa, Kyle, Pete Dunne, and Eli Drake. And then we'll see how that wedding goes between Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis. And that's it. And that's it. All right, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to Nick for coming in, as always. Thank you to Ethereal Leon for coming in. Jack Rules 321 for coming in. And anybody else who watched, if you watch for like a second, or you watch for a minute, or you watch the whole goddamn thing. Thank you all for watching, and continue to support the channel and my other channels as well. Get the word out. Put the links out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you do the video. And oops, I didn't want that. But it is what it is. So thank you all for watching. Nick, I'll see you later. I might be in the chat for Chase as a video coming up soon later on tonight about a certain animal abuser, but we'll talk about that later on Chase 2950, so 2850 I should say. So Chase is going live in about 8 o'clock or so, 7-8 o'clock. So I might be in the chat for that. We'll see. And that's it. And Ethereal Leon, thank you for the support and everything. And we'll all see each other in Chase's stream in a little bit. And that's all I got to say about that. So we got that, and that. All right, the burrito is now done, and we're gonna wrap it up. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you to subscribe and like the video, dislike the video, I don't give shit, subscribe, like I said. Follow me on social media. And share the video all over the internet. And tap the bell. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. Enjoy Power. Enjoy AEW Dark. And enjoy NXT tonight. And maybe later tonight I might be back with my NXT review. If not, I will be back tomorrow with my NXT review, getting you guys ready for AEW. I'm gonna try to do the NXT review early because I gotta get out of the house because I'm going to AEW tomorrow. So it is what it is, and a lot of people's like, oh, you're not going, this and that. You're not going. Yeah, I'm not going yet. My friend has my ticket. So it is what it is. And I'm not gonna show it. So you can think what you want. You can say like, oh, Peter didn't go, it's all fake, he's lying again. You know, where's the pictures? I'm not taking pictures. If I want to, I'll take pictures. If not, I don't need to. So just take it for what it's worth. That I'm going to AEW tomorrow, and you're not. So, kiss my rosy red Italian behind, and you can suck my vitamins too. And that's all I got to say about that. So that's it. So should be a great show tomorrow at the Prudential Center for AEW. Adam Cole baby's debut against Frankie Kazarian, and a whole bunch more on Dynamite tomorrow night. And then we got Rampage probably be taped after that, so it'll be a long night. Good lord. And that's it. And then next week, I know Nick will be at Wrestle Grand Slam at Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens, New York City for Dynamite next week and Rampage next week. So that should be a big show with Malachi Black and Cody Rhodes too, and whatever else is on that show. MJF and Brian Pillman Jr. and whatever else comes on that show. And that's pretty much it. As got two big shows coming up for AEW tomorrow night and next Wednesday night, and we'll see what the ratings will be after those two shows. I'm hoping both shows get around 1.1, 1.4, maybe 1.5, but we'll see. If the ratings go up this week and next week, I would love it. I would love for Raw to do like a 1.7 and then freaking Dynamite to get a 1.4, 1.5 and still beat them in the demo like they did last week. But we'll see what happens with that. So, all right, we'll see what happens. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Peter Gomez signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard. And don't forget, rock out with your cock out, like Lummy says. But make sure you don't put it on YouTube. Because nobody wants to see your tiny little cock. But it is what it is. That's all I gotta say. But if you're gonna rock out with your out, just make sure you do it in the privacy of your own bathroom. Because you don't want to do it in your bedroom, and you don't want to do it in front of your computer that might be on. So, because you don't want to be that guy. That's all I gotta say about that. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. Rock on and rock hard. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Oh.